biggest game on planet Earth. And now this grand game enters its 6th decade. We welcome you to Santa Clara and Levi's Stadium for Super Bowl 60. Coming up, a battle here in the NFL playoffs. It's the AFC champion, Indianapolis Colts, and the champions of the NFC, the Detroit Lions. Around the globe, wherever you are, welcome to America's great sports day. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, Super Bowl Sunday. Great to share it with you one more time, Greg. What a 2025 season, all the twists, all the turns, and it all culminates tonight here in Santa Clara.
And I think this is a matchup, Mike, that I don't know how much of it just even a couple weeks ago, but you look at the rosters, both sides of the ball, very well balanced, very well coached. So I think the biggest thing each team told us all week was, let's just handle the emotions of the pregame. Let's handle all of the lead up, because once that ball's kicked off, let's just rely on what's gotten us here, and I think we're in for a treat.
After all the hype, it's finally time for football. It's Super Bowl Sunday. And off we go on EA Sports. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They're led by the former first-round pick out of Duke, quarterback Daniel Jones.
You just can't imagine the emotions and the thoughts swirling around his head as he takes the field on this opening drive, Mike. I mean, you think of the journey they've been on, their regular season, that gauntlet of playoff games through the AFC playoffs, and now here they are. He's taking the field as the starting quarterback in the Super Bowl, and he's 4 quarters away from living out his dream.
And his initial touch, good for a couple. It'll be second down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll go again here with Taylor. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Working from the gun, it's Jones. A gain there of 16 yards. That's good for a Colts first down.
A gain of 16 yards. And a Colts first down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down. A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 4. That's out quickly to Pittman. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
A gain of 4 yards.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Jones. And this one is caught by Pierce. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Jones going to try and throw on third down. He'll try and get there on the ground. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
Those plays are killers for a defense. You think you have the quarterback hemmed in. You think you have a chance for your pass rush to get you off the field. Instead, he gets away, picks up some tough yards, and sets his team up first and goal.
They'll run here with Taylor. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Try it again here from the 7-yard line, second down and goal. Shotgun now for Jones. He's got it at the 3.
Complete to Michael Pittman.
Third and goal. Jones operating out of the pistol. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman with that one. And now they're faced with a fourth and goal.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
Schrader's kick is good. And the Colts are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. Khalif Raymond to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So that Detroit offense taking the field for the first time. Number 1 overall pick in 2016 leads them out, Greg. It's quarterback Jared Goff.
All week long, they just keep telling themselves it's just another game, and then reality sets in. And I promise, as he takes the field right now, Mike, the thoughts and the emotions swirling around his head, he's got to do his best to harness it. These are the games that legacies are built upon. He understands, even though he's had this long journey, he is going to be judged based on these next 4 quarters.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
That quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball was only going to one guy. He was the first read, the second read, and the check down, and it was called to perfection. They got the perfect look and led to a nice game.
On play action, Goff. That's taken in by Khalif Raymond. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Open man, it's Jameson Williams. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. To throw is Goff. Right back to Williams. They connect again. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards.
They get 12 yards on that pass. First down, Detroit.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd and a yard. First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. First down.
3 yards.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in bounds.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. A gain of 11, and it's 1st and goal.
First down.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves 1st and goal.
Here's Gibbs. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
A loss of 3.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
From back at the 13-yard line, it is 2nd and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That's a short one caught by Laporta. That's going to move them closer, but they're going to need to come up with something here. Here comes 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and
I really
goal.
like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that. So often down here in these goal-to-go situations, so much of the emphasis is placed on taking away the wide receivers and the tight end targets in the end zone. It's not so easy bringing these backs down on the check down, so give a lot of credit to this defense, rallying to the ball and keeping them short of the end zone.
Bates' kick is good. And the Lions will tie the game at 3 apiece.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Field goals for both sides on their opening possessions. 3-3 as this one's kicked away. Here comes Amir Abdullah on the return. Now an opening past the 30. And he brings this back all the way to midfield. The Colts offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a first down. Jones going to hang on to it here, and he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
You know, Mike, it's funny, when you're facing these really elite defensive linemen, sometimes it's easier to make them the read guy rather than actually try to block them. Unfortunately, they're elite for a reason, and sometimes they're still able to make the play like we saw here.
They fake the handoff. Now Jones. The Lions have got it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
And that will wind up incomplete. Triple zeros on the clock. The first quarter has come to an end. After a spirited first quarter here in Super Bowl 60, all even, 3 apiece, the score. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. Lions ball to begin this second quarter. They've got it with a second down and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. That one out wide to Gibbs. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
That's a gain of 7.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Here's Goff. That's caught by Gibbs. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
First down.
You can see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on 3rd and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over again.
They'll run the draw with Gibbs. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
When you call a draw, Mike, what you're counting on is that the defense is in full pass mode. The linebackers in secondary are getting a lot of depth in their drops. The defensive line is just racing up the field thinking, I'm going to sack the quarterback. In this case, they're not so lucky. Not only do they not catch him off guard, they're not able to pick up any yards.
Here's the first carry for the Iowa State Cyclone, David Montgomery. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss.
And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
First down.
A big play here in the big game. 31 yards. From the 1-yard line. First down and goal. Williams in motion. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
This defense is able to get the hold here on first down, Mike, but they might have to do it 3 more times. I think if I'm this offense, I'm saying this is 4-down territory. I've got 3 more shots to gain 1 yard. Here you go.
A second down throw for Goff. It is brought in the end zone. Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit. Greg, it's one of those, sometimes you got to feel like you know where the ball's going to go, and the defense knows it too, but it still ends up in that guy's hands for the touchdown.
Absolutely, Mike. In these critical situations, like down here in the red zone, it's players, not plays. It doesn't matter what you draw up on the board. You say, okay, who's my best player? Put him in a good matchup, let him go win, and give him a chance. That's exactly what they do here, and I think we're going to see a lot of this the rest of the game.
Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions take a 10-3 lead.
Colts 3.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Ashton Doolin now to return it. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Colts offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. Throwing now is Jones. Finding the open man, that's Pittman. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Open man downfield, it's Warren. Wow, they are moving the ball to start this drive. 21 on that play.
And the Colts first down.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run.
He's got a man. That's Josh down. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down. A run with Taylor. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Roquan Smith there to bring him down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Lions' 26-yard line.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Jones. Left side, that is caught by Warren. And it looks like he's going to come up just short of the first down. Out of bounds, a yard shy of what they needed. They'll have to pick it up on 3rd down.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end.
Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
A 34-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Colts cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Schrader back on after converting the field goal, and he picks this one off. Raymond now to return it. Whoa! And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. That's Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit offense heading out for their next possession. They had that field goal on the opening drive, the touchdown last time they had it. 2 drives, 2 scores, and here's drive 3. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. He'll look underneath and finds Gibbs. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 7.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. They'll have a 1st down. It's a gain of 28.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
He'll go play action with Goff. That's to the big tight end, Laporta. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Goff to throw. He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down.
1st down and goal to go.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense.
And they'll get him down right around the 5-yard line.
It's not often that you see a running back be the one that the defense decides to double team in the passing game, but to me this feels like the defense was tipped off. They knew what was coming. They knew where the quarterback was going with the ball, and they were able to put a stop to this one really before it got going.
On 2nd down, Goff. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Lions. Here's Bates for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions are able to extend the lead. It's now 17-6. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. On the return, it's Doolin. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Colts offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Jones now on 1st down. That run over the middle to the tight end. He's got Warren. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
A couple of big plays to start this drive. How about 17 on this one?
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A little indecisive there, Mike. I thought he could have pulled the trigger a tad sooner. Instead, he just holds onto the ball a little too long. The windows close up, and ultimately has no choice but to just simply throw the ball away.
3rd and long. Jones keeping this one. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. That is well done there, converting on 3rd and 15.
This is an area of Daniel Jones' game, Mike, that I think people often overlook. He is sneaky fast, and when he gets out into open space, very rarely can anybody catch him.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. There he goes again. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in this 2nd quarter.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the gun, it's Jones. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And on 3rd down, what they're trying to do, Mike, is just get the ball out of his hands quickly and into the hands of one of his playmakers, but he just doesn't focus through the catch. Lapse of concentration, ends up in a drop, and falls incomplete.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Colts are able to get it back within a score.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Trader back on after converting the field goal, and he kicks this one off. Here's Williams on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Lions offense going to get it one final time in this first half. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. Throwing here is gone. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down.
And that sideline just cannot believe their guy did not come down with that play. I mean, that's as easy as it gets. I frankly don't blame him. I mean, that's a play at this level you just have to make. Your teammates are dependent on it.
Yeah, and he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
That's good.
You know, Mike, this is why they teach these guys to never give up on a run. There was multiple times there that he could have taken what he got, go down with the tackle, and lived to play another day. But he kept fighting, broke free, and then look at the play that resulted. Huge gain.
On first and 10, here's Goff. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
At the 40-yard line.
Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. This a 57-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Lions going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to kickoff of this second half. Could we have a finish to remember here in Santa Clara? Second half underway in Super Bowl 60. Raymond now to return it. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. The Lions offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. First and 10. On the bootleg, it's Goff. The throw on the run is complete. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer.
On first and 10, here's Gibbs. And he tried to get around the corner, but will not. Brought down. That's a loss on the play.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Throwing on second down. Goff. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
From the gun, on third down, it's gone. Open man, right side, he's got it. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
From the gun, it's gone. This pass complete to Raymond. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
On second down, it's Gibbs. And he's in! Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Bates now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions will extend this third quarter lead.
Colts 9.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Abdullah now to return. And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Colts offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. On first down, they'll start with Taylor. And he'll work this forward to the 35. DJ Reed brings him down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5. Shotgun now for Jones. And this one is caught by Pierce. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Here's Taylor. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
3rd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Jones. And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
So, on 4th down, the Colts send out Rigoberto Sanchez to punt. So that one's going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. It is caught left side by St. Brown. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 25-yard line.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
There's that man again, another catch. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Here's the Indianapolis offense. Now as they get set to take over once more, they'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Jones. Trying to pitch one forward. That was an option there, but it does fall incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Jones operating out of the pistol. That one complete to Pierce. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here now, 3rd and 5. To throw is Jones. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
Whoa! And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They've definitely outplayed their opponents to this point in the third quarter. They might be looking to grind out some first downs and chew up some valuable time on the clock. Here's Goff. Rolling to the left. He's going to keep it himself. Into the slide goes Goff. He's been around, knows what to do. He picked up the first down.
28 yards. And the Lions first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And this is when it just gets very frustrating as a defense, because this is what it's been like all day. The pass rush is good, but just not quite good enough. They let him slip through, and he burns them with big yardage.
Goff going to throw here on first and 10. He's got Laporta open on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41. Goff hooking up with his tight end Laporta, and they give the Lions a first down.
Oftentimes in the NFL, Mike, blitzing a good quarterback can kind of be feast or famine, because what you do is you actually speed up their process of identifying the open target. So in this case, it's an underneath safety outlet. But the reason he went there so fast is because he was triggered to that target from the blitz. Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Once again, it's Gibbs. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. That's Charvarius Ward, able to make the play.
37-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up third and 6.
Here comes third and 6. Throwing, Goff. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Lions first down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
Goff to throw on first down, and that ball incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in second and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
A second down throw for Goff. That's caught by Gibbs. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up third and 2.
Now, Goff. And that is incomplete. Contacted there just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down.
Well, here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up fourth and short. I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
So, after his field goal, Bates back out to kick this one away. Abdullah now to return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Give up the middle to Taylor. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. Down to the final quarter in Super Bowl 60. We'll return for the fourth from Santa Clara after this. From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 7. Jones. Right side, that is hauled in by Warren. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for third down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. A pickup there of 25 yards. That's good for a Colts first down.
First down, Colts.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down. Mike, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game. The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The threat of making a poor decision and throwing a pick is always in the back of your mind, and while you can't play scared, you do have to play smart. If you can't find an open target, throw the ball away, live for the next down.
The offense staying out there for this fourth down. Carry that ball loosely, and it is out. And the Lions have come up with the football.
Not that it's much of a consolation, but either way, Mike, that's going to result in a turnover. Going forward on fourth down, he's clearly stopped short of the sticks. In this case, might be trying to make something out of nothing there to keep that play alive, but great job here by the defense coming away with the stop, and now we'll see if the offense can come on the field to take advantage of it.
The Lions offense about ready to take over once more. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. On play action, Goff. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
And he'll be brought down, but what a run. Down to the 40. How about this one, too, to start the drive? Mark him off with a gain of 24 and another first down.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. They're going to run out of the gun with Gibbs. And he's able to sidestep his way forward and pick up 4.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
3rd down, 3 to go. Now Goff. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
The Colts offense ready to get back to work. Things not looking good. But see if we can get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Throwing, Jones. Finding the open man, that's Pittman. They'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. A gain there of 27 yards.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
Now Jones throwing on 2nd down. That's caught inside by Pittman on the slant.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Third and 5. Again, they'll throw with Jones. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down. As this defense too loose there. Gain of 19 on 4th down. It's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a two-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Spencer Schrader now on for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Colts are able to edge a bit closer.
Colts 16.
So down 2 scores, they're going to roll the dice here with an onside kick. He's to midfield.
Illegal touching. Offense.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They hand it to Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
Shotgun draw, trying to catch him off guard here, Mike, but the defense was having none of it. Thought it took a little too long to develop. Gave that defense enough time to get back there. Stop him for no gain.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. He'll get that into the hands of Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Give him 14 on that one. Good for a Lions first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch.
And he'll take this one in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. That is 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Here's Bates for the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
37, Colts 16.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. On the return, it's Doolin. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Colts offense ready to get back at it. They'll start out 1st down and 10. From the gun, it's Jones. He'll check this one down to Taylor. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. 13 yards to start that drop. And a quick first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. To throw, it's Jones. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Working from the gun, it's Jones. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts, and will take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Jones to the air again. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. That is Myles Garrett. He gets into drop in. It's a loss of 8.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
That'll be good for 11 yards, still short of the first down marker, and 3rd down coming up.
It seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Throwing is Jones on 3rd down. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That's incomplete. Daring ball on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down. The Lions offense ready to take over once again. And still 2 timeouts left for the defense, but no real need to use them. They're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Here's 2nd and 6. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he'll be brought down there. And that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter.
That's a gain of 5.
And the Lions have done it. They are your Super Bowl champions. Well, a fitting ending to a great NFL season, all culminating here in the Super Bowl. And Greg, I think we can say the best team won the title.
And you think back to the season they had, Mike, where they earned everything on the field. There was ups and downs. There was adversity. and they were such a resilient group all season long. They were battle-tested coming into the playoffs. They put it all together tonight, and they can call themselves Super Bowl champions.
So that'll do it for another sensational season of the NFL on EA Sports. For our entire team, and with my partner Greg Olson, Mike Tirico, good night from Santa Clara,